From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning. Right now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of the First Alert Weather app. You can download it for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Seeing some clouds out there for this morning, but a little bit later today we're going to have plenty of sunshine, but also we're going to have some breezes across the map, especially after 8 a.m. They'll be pretty persistent throughout the day. Some of those peak gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. It's already pretty gusty in the Kittitas Valley for this morning. Right now, temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 40s in the Cascades, 40s and 50s in the Blues. Felt a little, dare I say, crisp outside for this morning. A little bit later today, around lunchtime, temperature is going to be in the mid-70s. Then for the hottest part of the day, 70s and 80s for lower elevations. Bottom line for the forecast today is going to be a beautiful day, a little bit warmer as opposed to yesterday, but we're tracking that next round of showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow and Thursday. Dry for Friday and beyond. And high temperatures going down, feeling pretty fall-like over the next couple days, but then summer comes back for the beginning of next week. I'll talk about the ups and downs to the forecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, today is the day voters across our region making their voices heard in the August primary. Ballots due by 8 p.m. tonight. Coming up, we'll tell you what races and propositions to watch.
And a local man's independence stolen, how a thief walked into a senior living facility and took off with his only way to get around. The family's plea for help is coming up.
And if you are planning to head to Richland's National Night Out event tonight, Ben Franklin Transit's making it a little easier for you to get there. We have those details and so much more on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Tuesday, August 5th, and it is Election Day.
It is Election Day, so we're beginning with Your Voice, Your Vote. It's all across the region, and if you haven't turned in your ballot yet, you still have time.
Yeah, voters have until 8 tonight to drop off their ballots for the primary election and make their voices heard. So just as of yesterday, some numbers on turnout started coming in, and they're showing it's a little bit of a slow start. Benton County sitting just under 12% of return ballots, Franklin County at 22%.
Now, some of the key races we're watching include city council seats in Kennewick, Richland, and Prosser, plus school board positions and a fire levy proposition in Benton County.
In Franklin County, all eyes are on Connell's mayoral race, and then in Walla Walla County, voters are deciding on a sales tax increase to fund emergency services.
Over in Yakima County, the race for county coroner is heating up, and in Kittitas County, two propositions aim to restore funding for fire services and public hospitals. So
if you've got a ballot at home, get it filled out and get it to a drop box by 8 o'clock tonight so that it can be counted. 6:03 and taking you to Yakima now, where a theft investigation is underway at a senior living complex. So the crime happened Saturday morning around 8:30 at the Mabel Swan Manor on South 8th Avenue. Melissa McVeigh says her brother was devastated after this man, who doesn't live there, came into the second floor of the facility, and then there you see him again taking off with an electric scooter. She says her brother had to leave it outside of his unit because there wasn't enough space to bring it in. And she says that scooter is his main way of getting around other than a walker.
It means a lot for my brother that he'll have his mobility back. You know, he's low income. He has no way of replacing it. He had no insurance on it. If he doesn't get it back, it's going to make life real tough for him.
So they have filed a police report, but they're asking the community that if they see that man who is in those photos or see the scooter around or have any information on this, to please say something and call police there. We did ask the manager for an interview at that senior living facility, but she declined.
Now on to developing news out of Hermiston, first brought to you yesterday evening. More details are now emerging as Oregon authorities say several people were hurt after a violent fight broke out on a bus along Interstate 84. Now this happened yesterday around 4 p.m. near milepost 177 by the Boardman Rest area. Emergency crews responded immediately and a medical helicopter landed on the highway to transport patients. So one person was taken to Good Shepherd Hospital while another in serious condition was airlifted airlifted to Cadlick Regional Medical Center in Richland. Investigators say the altercation started between two people, but others nearby were also affected. So right now, it's still unclear if any arrests have been made or what triggered the fight. We are reaching out to authorities for more details and will keep you updated as new information comes in.
At 6:05, taking to Richland, taking a look at the roadways. The city is kicking off 2 projects to improve traffic safety. One project is going to close the westbound lane of the Swift Boulevard and Wright Avenue roundabout for construction. It's going to be closed until about August 15th. City says they are putting up signs to mark a 1-block detour around the construction. City is also installing an advanced warning system at the Dupertale Street and Kennedy Road intersection. That will be finished by August 8th. The city says the system will alert drivers to stopped vehicles turning onto Dupertale Street.
And staying in Richland, looking ahead today, if you're planning to check out Richland's National Night Out event, Ben Franklin Transit wants to help you get there hassle-free.
Yeah, BFT is going to have a presence at National Night Out events across the area. They'll have booths set up in Kennewick, Pasco, Benton City, Yakima, and other places around our region. But they're also going to be answering questions and chatting with the community, showing off one of their buses, and they'll have that at the West Richland event.
And if you're headed to Richland Celebration at Howard Amon Park, there's a free shuttle service for you. So shuttles will start running from Richland City Hall at 4:45 p.m. with trips every 15 minutes until 7:45.
We think it's really important for people to be able to come out and meet their first responders and meet their police officers, and we're glad to play a part in that. We're glad to be a public service.
So National Night Out gives community members the chance to meet first responders and pillars of the community while also enjoying family fun, live music, games, food, giveaways.
And it all kicks off today at 5 p.m. So check it out if you have the time, if you don't have plans.
Yeah,
It'll be a nice day too.
I was gonna say it'll be a nice evening to do it, to get out and enjoy some of that.
And talk with law enforcement.
Yeah, I know kids absolutely love it because at a lot of these events, the firefighters will be there with their fire trucks, and police officers will have, you know, their cars.
I always get
sometimes
fascinated looking at it too. So.
Oh yeah, and sometimes they'll let them climb up and you know, pretend like they're driving. Yeah, a lot of fun. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. The new space race isn't just about planting flags. NASA is fast-tracking plans to build a nuclear reactor on the moon. Coming up, why the push to power up lunar bases could turn into an international battle.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
This summer, turn moments into lifelong memories with Broadmoor RV. Feel the thrill of adventure and the warmth of togetherness. Explore the great outdoors with the comfort of home and let every adventure become a story worth sharing. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. The bulls and their riders, those 8 seconds go by in a heartbeat. 8 seconds to become a champion or nothing. It's bowl time, Kennewick. PBR bucks into Toyota Center September 5th and 6th. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This summer heats up on Friday, August 8th at Legends Casino Hotel as Roy Jones Jr. presents a pro boxing and entertainment event like no other. Yakima's own Andrew Murphy looks to remain undefeated, while female boxer Maricela Cornejo from Prosser join rising international stars from Germany and Mexico. Plus, there is a heavyweight from China you have to see to believe. Tickets start at just $40 and can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. It's a Midsummer Night's Dream of hot boxing and sizzling entertainment. Friday, August 8th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get your tickets now.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
Benton City to Richland on the Yakima River. Fly the Northwest tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be similar to yesterday in that we'll start off with cloudier skies, but as the day progresses, we should have plenty of sunshine. Granted, we're going to have a little bit more sunshine down in Morrow and Umatilla counties as opposed to the rest of the counties that we serve. Today's high is a little bit warmer as opposed to yesterday. Mid to upper 80s for lower elevations. Some portions of the lower Columbia Basin could touch 90 degrees, but still about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Wind gusts going to be pretty persistent throughout the day, starting at 8 a.m. this morning, wrapping up at 2 in the morning for tomorrow. So yeah, really spanning the length of the day, and peak gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour, not as strong as they were for yesterday. Then for tonight, clouds starting to build. We will have some shower chances in the Cascades and in the valleys. In fact, showers looking likely in the Cascades, about 10 to 20% shower chances for the Interstate 82 corridor and for US 97. Overnight low is going to be down into the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, maybe just a little bit more mild compared to what we're experiencing for this morning. 40s and 50s for the Cascades, same thing for the Blues. Now for Wednesday, thunderstorms becoming likely in the Cascades, about 40% chances of thunderstorms in the valleys. To the east of there, about 10 to 30% chances of just a regular old rainfall. But then for Wednesday night, those thunderstorm chances spreading over into the Blues, and thunderstorms still going to be likely in the Cascades. So I'll time this out with Futurecast. Also, I'll show you how this evolves into Thursday. So that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Taking a look at some science news that's making headlines, the White House looks to establish a presence on the moon, but one pressing question is, where would the power come from?
So NASA appears to have found an atomic answer, and here's Andrew Dimbert with more.
The space race is back, and this time it's nuclear.
Get off the nuclear warhead.
But not like that. Acting NASA Administrator Sean Duffy is set to announce the agency is fast-tracking plans to build a nuclear reactor on the moon. Documents obtained by Politico reveal NASA will solicit proposals for a 100-kilowatt nuclear reactor that would launch to the lunar surface by 2030.
And we're going back to the moon in order to learn to live, to work, to survive.
NASA has made returning to the moon and establishing a lasting human presence there a top priority. Power is key to building bases, supporting crews, and staying long-term. And with 14 days of darkness on the moon each month, solar power won't cut it. So the race is on to be the first to bring power to the moon. The directive warning, if other countries manage to build a reactor first, they could declare a keep-out zone, which would significantly inhibit the United States. China and Russia currently have a joint plan to bring a reactor to the moon by 2035. A senior NASA official saying it is about winning the second space race. The UK is already working on its own lunar reactor, partnering with Rolls-Royce to build a miniaturized system that could support humans on the moon.
It's a very small reactor that we can absolutely launch into space, so it's about the size of a car, and it allows us to give continuous energy and electricity. When you've got the sun, you can use solar, but if you want to explore the dark side of the moon and go around the other side, actually you're going to need something else, so the nuclear power allows you to do that.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And Rolls-Royce plans to have a reactor ready to send to the moon by the early 2030s.
She'll be here before you know it.
I know.
As for NASA, it's looking to get industry input on its reactor plan in the coming weeks.
Just imagine being on the moon in the Rolls-Royce. I feel so cool. Well, I feel cool in the moon anyways, but in a Rolls Royce.
But in a Rolls Royce.
I know,
Yeah.
like with the lights
Very
and everything.
royal
Okay.
of you.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbreth is back with how your weather is looking. It's all coming up in his first alert weather forecast. That's in just a few minutes, right after the break.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Why is the Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo the best week of summer? Because you get more of what you love about summer. More fun in the sun with thrilling carnival rides and games. More flavors to savor with your favorite tasty fair treats. And you even get more colorful sunsets as attractions help light up the cotton candy skies. So don't miss out on your best week of summer. August 19th through 23rd at the Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
At Bruce Heating and Air, our technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Cle Elum.
Apple Valley News Now is Tri-Cities.
Apple Valley News Now is Prosser.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Leading the way with local news you trust. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a dry day, but that is not going to be the case for this evening, and especially as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. So let's time it out with Futurecast radar. This is 11 p.m. this evening. We put it into motion by 4 in the morning. You see some light rainfall in the Cascades, making it down into the valleys by 8 in the morning. Some of this trying to make it down into the lower Columbia Basin. Lunchtime, still the bulk of this in the valleys, in the Cascades. 4 p.m. looks like the Cascades catching the bulk of this. Then this is going to start to peter out as we head into the evening and overnight hours. But we will see a resurgence and some shower chances for Thursday, which we'll touch on here in just a second. Anytime we have lightning in the forecast, and we will, specifically in the Cascades and in the Yakima Valley, but anytime that happens, we check for vegetation dryness around this time of the year. We always get very concerned when we see lightning over critically or significantly dry vegetation. We're just not seeing that on the map for tomorrow. Wind gusts picking back up for tomorrow, again spanning the length of the day, and those gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. Now for Thursday, you see the thunderstorm chances mainly pivot over to the Blues, 30 to 40% chances there. Also a 30% chance of some thunderstorms in the Walla Walla Valley, and those chances will increase the further to the east you go. And again, when there's lightning in the forecast, we check vegetation dryness, not seeing any reds, not seeing any magentas. So the lightning fire potential, it's not going to be zero, but it's not going to be nearly as high as it was for last week. In part, that's because of, well, number one, cooler high temperatures. That certainly does us some favors. But number two, we could squeeze a decent amount of rainfall out of this storm system, upwards of a ½ an inch in the Cascades. That might not seem like a lot, but for this time of the year, it is. And so we'll take it. We turn dry for Friday and beyond. Also, we're going to turn pretty hot once again. A little bit of false fall in the Tri-Cities for Wednesday and Thursday, low 80s, but back up around 100 degrees by the beginning of next week. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Feeling fall-like with low 80s and small shower chances Wednesday and Thursday. And summer comes back with vengeance by the beginning of next week. In Yakima, nearly a 50-50 chance of thunderstorms tomorrow. Drier Thursday, then dry and hotter will be the trend past that. In Ellensburg, the same thing as Yakima. Unsettled and cooler through Thursday, then heating up and drying out for the weekend and next week. In Hermiston, little shower chances in low 80s Wednesday and Thursday, then back around 100 by Monday. Then for Walla Walla, kind of that same cycle. Cooler with unsettled weather Wednesday and Thursday, then more summer after that.
More summer.
Hallelujah. Today, at least.
That was cute.
It's cute, right?
That was cute. Yeah,
take it.
I liked that.
Take it and use it and be happy about it.
When fall hits, I will.
Okay.
On the first day of fall, I'll scream hallelujah.
Yeah. He keeps saying summer is coming back with a vengeance, and it's making me feel some type of way.
Making you warm?
Yeah, it's just getting a little sweaty now.
I'm just calling balls and strikes. Don't blame me.
Just doing his job.
Yeah.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in your entertainment headlines. This ain't Texas, but they are Levi's. Beyonce's new ad with the jean company sparking more than sales. They seem to be doing that lately, don't they? Mm-hmm. Fans speculating if she could be hinting at her next album. We're going to take a look after the break.
Overturf Kia has officially relocated to Pasco, offering faster service and a brand new state-of-the-art facility designed for maximum customer service satisfaction. Experience? Drive-in climate-controlled service entrance for comfort and convenience. Expanded service capability with top-of-the-line bays to serve you better and faster. Comprehensive parts department. Relaxing customer lounge and refreshments. Great selection of high-quality and warranty-backed certified pre-owned Kias. Larger new car inventory with over 100 vehicles in stock, including hard-to-find hybrids and EVs, all ready to drive home. Grand opening specials include a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS with all the popular options, just $23,015. Shop online anytime. Overturf Kia. South of the Road 100 roundabout on St. Thomas Drive in Pasco.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone, and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Benton City to Richland on the Yakima River. Fly the Northwest tonight.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, Blake Lively is pushing back in her legal battle with Justin Baldoni, accusing his team of trying to sway public opinion by leaking confidential information.
Lively's lawyers are accusing Baldoni's team of leaking details from her recent deposition, calling it an attempt to create a media circus. So in a letter to the judge, They said Baldoni's side deliberately framed the deposition as a tense face-off and leaked that narrative to tabloids. Deposition stems from Lively's civil rights lawsuit in which she alleges Baldoni sexually harassed and retaliated against her during production of the film It Ends With Us.
Baldoni has denied the claims. Lively's team is asking the court to strike the draft transcript from the docket, calling it a calculated move to taint the jury pool and misuse confidential material.
The case has been ongoing since December, and the trial is set to begin in March of next year.
It is the case that never ends, it feels
I
like.
know.
We haven't talked about it for a minute, so I'll give it that, but it's coming back.
Lots of opinions on this, but
yeah,
that's not for everybody.
We'll talk about that during the break.
Yeah.
We share the same opinions. All right, listen to this. Beyonce might have a song titled Levi's Jeans, but her connection to the particular article of clothing just got more formal.
A new collaboration between Levi's and Queen Bey was shared in an Instagram post yesterday, and in the clip, Beyonce portrays as a pool shark who dons a few denim-on-denim outfits, paying homage to a lyric in her Levi song, which plays over the ad.
It's a big week for jeans.
Yeah.
A few hours later, Levi's posted a series of photos showing Beyonce wearing what appeared to be the last denim outfit she wore in the video. One thing in the clip stood out to Beyonce fans. She's seen driving off on a motorcycle at the very end.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to know why that stands out.
Well, okay, here we go. Since she is seen riding up on a horse at the beginning of the ad, some believe it's a subtle hint that her wildly anticipated next album will be a rock-themed one.
Ooh, I'm here for that. Okay, I like the jeans too, like the bedazzled.
The bedazzled jeans?
Back? Yeah, I loved those when I was a kid. You know, love them again.
I just love that everyone will just they'll nitpick so hard on a commercial, be like, oh, clearly she's making a rock album because she was on a motorcycle.
Me personally,
Super fans, I think.
That's a stretch. I think it's a stretch.
We do like stretchy jeans.
I do like stretchy jeans.
Random. Okay.
Talking about stretch, but I know those super fans. They just hone in on anything they can find to try to speculate about what's
on
next.
the things, because like Taylor Swift leads a lot of what are they called?
Crumbs?
Easter eggs. Yeah, Easter eggs. Yeah. So
it's
true.
true.
Maybe there's some there.
All right. Well, we'll have to see. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our 6:30 half hour, we're going to talk back to school. It is here, and for many families, the cost of supplies is adding up fast. But there are some districts and community groups across our region trying to step in, trying to make sure that kids have what they need and have it for free.
Also, the Tri-Cities just set a new pet adoption record, but shelters say the work is far from over. We have why local advocates say we're in the middle of a pet overpopulation crisis, and we also have how you can help. All those details are coming up in your next half hour.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
3 weeks of savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Find it online or pick one up in store today. Blue Diamond canned almonds are just 2 for $5. Red Vine's 3.5-pound licorice jars are $2 off. Lee Mid-Rise regular fit jeans are just $17.99 after $5 off. Arm & Hammer detergents are $3 off. And Pedigree's 22-ounce wet dog food is 5 for $10. Save now with store-wide 3-week savings at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Hey
Hey there, cool cats and groovy gals. Looking for a place where the good times roll? Cruise into Town Square Adult Day Center in Kennewick, where the jukebox is jumping and the vibes are always good. Games, music, laughs, and a crew that treats you like solid gold. Way more fun than sitting at home watching the tube. Don't be a square. Make every day a blast from the past. Check out our early enrollment specials. Town Square Adult Day Center, where feeling young at heart is always in style.
Every heartbeat is a second chance. At Prosser Memorial Health, our cardiac rehabilitation program empowers your recovery with expert care and state-of-the-art TechnoGym smart equipment for safe, personalized fitness after a heart event. Whether you've had a heart attack, bypass surgery, valve repair, or heart failure, ask your provider for a referral. With tailored sessions over 12 weeks, supervised by medical professionals, we support your whole health, body, mind, and heart. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here on this Tuesday for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, your new winning streak starts today. Jackpot's going to be on the up and up.
What's your goal?
Good vibes for your upcoming birthday.
Where are we going?
My goal is to not lose 3 in a row again. I think the next time that happens, I should wear a dunce cap.
That hit different, didn't it?
It did. Very, very humbling, definitely. And listen, it could have been 4 days in a row of losses. I squeaked this one out yesterday. Went with forecast high of 85 in Pasco Tri-Cities, verified at 88. Jackpot went up to $25. So for today, going with a warmer 89 in Pasco Tri-Cities. If it verifies between 86 to 92, jackpot's going to hit $50. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Now what's on your screen is a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. Had a beautiful sunrise earlier this morning. Now you see mostly cloudy skies, but the sunshine will kind of eat through those clouds a little bit later in the day, and we should see plenty of sunshine. The wind gust going to pick up, especially after 8 this morning. We'll see widespread gusts, but for now, just some gusts around 20 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s for our lower elevations, 40s in the Cascades and 40s and 50s in the Blues. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Again, mostly cloudy skies for this morning, but the sunshine starts to win out as the day progresses, and we'll end up around 90 degrees in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston, but this is still technically about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. So I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's, it's a pretty pleasant forecast that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, starting this half hour of news with Making a Difference. Kennewick's PetSmart just wrapped up one of its most successful adoption events. We told you about it, and they were just thrilled with how many pets got to homes.
That's right, but local pet advocates say the problem of overcrowding is only getting worse. So according to the dog program coordinator with Pet Overpopulation Prevention, it's estimated that around 70,000 cats and dogs are born every day in the U.S., and officials say the COVID-19 pandemic played a major role in the current surge, with many spay and neuter clinics as well as veterinarian offices forced to reduce or pause surgeries.
So it's estimated more than 2 million spay and neuter procedures didn't happen during that time. They're also seeing a rise in backyard breeding, especially in the Tri-Cities.
There are a lot of backyard breeders of German Shepherds and Huskies in this area, and also, as always, Pit Bulls. Chihuahuas are another one. There are a lot of backyard breeders in the Tri-Cities area.
So if you're looking to adopt or want to learn more about local spay and neuter options, you can find more information up on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
6:33 and taking you to the Kennewick roadways if you're driving over the Blue Bridge. And if you were yesterday, you probably noticed traffic moving a little slower than usual. We were telling you about some maintenance that was going to be done. Crews with the Washington State Department of Transportation, they were out doing some bridge joint repairs. Lane closures started Monday morning around 9 a.m., lasted until about 3:30 yesterday afternoon. One northbound lane on 395 was closed. So if you normally use Columbia Drive and that on-ramp to head north, that was also shut down. Drivers heading east on State Route 240 also had to merge into the right lane before crossing the bridge. So WashDOT says that they scheduled this maintenance to tackle multiple projects at once, which minimized some long-term closures down the road.
We do routine maintenance on bridges anyhow, and we wanted to make sure we get all the things done at once. And so the crews are going in there to get everything done and to get back, for people to get back to business.
So WashDOT says that the Lewis Street exit in Pasco was open, but there was heavy traffic in that area. They also said both lanes should be back open. No future plans for lane closures as of right now.
All right, the start of August means that we're officially in back to school season.
Just last night when Jackson was going to bed, he wanted to stay up a little later, wanted to watch a show. I said, no.
But you got to prep them.
Yeah,
you know?
I said that's not a habit that we have or that we need to continue, especially as we get ready for school to start again. And he goes, well, how much longer do I have? And I said, 22 days. And he goes, you kidding me? Not even a month?
Not even a
I said, no, you got 3
month.
weeks.
I know, life.
A life, I know. And so it's not only getting back into your routines, but it's also getting school supplies. And as parents know, of course, this can hit your wallet pretty heavy. So there are some ways for students right now to get some free school supplies. Grandview School District is providing students with supplies, everything except for backpacks. And then school districts like Walla Walla, Yakima, Pasco, they are also offering supply kits to elementary students.
There are also several opportunities in this month for families to get notebooks, backpacks, and writing utensils, including one with enough backpacks for 2,000 kids.
So August 18th, we are hosting our annual Back to School Bash at the HAPO Event Center. It's on August 18th from 4 to 6 p.m. We're really excited for this event. It's one of the biggest events of the year and probably the biggest back to school event.
So for a list of all of the upcoming supply drives, go to our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com, and we have them all listed up there.
All right, keep it here because coming up in some sports news, a big change for the Walla Walla High School basketball team as longtime head coach Adam Berg is stepping down, but he's not going far. We'll tell you about his next move and why it could be a career slam dunk.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
There's no such thing as a minor fender bender when you're on a motorcycle. And most of the time, motorcyclists get hurt when they go down. So if someone else's carelessness causes your luck to run out, find out what your rights are under the law.
Like most people, my days are nonstop. When I'm working, I need to stay focused. I'm not worried about my finances. That's why I went looking for a bank that makes managing my money effortless. Apple was exactly what I needed. Helpful people with easy-to-use tools. Now, I spend less time stressing about money and more time doing the things I enjoy. Where do you credit union?
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
Even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
It's the 3-degree guarantee from Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather and Legends Casino Hotel. When Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth gets the high within 3 degrees, $25 is put in the jackpot. If he misses, someone wins. From Legends Casino Hotel and Apple Valley News Now.
There's no such thing as a minor fender bender when you're on a motorcycle. And most of the time, motorcyclists get hurt when they go down. So if someone else's carelessness causes your luck to run out, find out what your rights are under the law.
Fly over the Yakima River from Benton City to the Columbia.
Well, I think it's great having this in our backyard. It's nice having things that are kind of a bit closer to home and easier to get to.
It's the Tapteel Greenway on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next live, the rookies Jenna Dewan, plus Anna Klubsky from Smoke. And it's shopping day with Monica Mangan.
That looks great on you.
It does.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Richland. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. It's a little bit gray for this morning, but we will see more sunshine a little bit later in the day. Here's your coat cast for today for the Tri-Cities. Going to be light jacket stuff for this morning. Then by 10 a.m. should be t-shirt weather. We're going to hold on to that for the rest of the day. Okay, here's your zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County, and the highs across the map today are going to be about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year, but warmer compared to yesterday. So around 70 for Snoqualmie Pass, mid-80s in the Kittitas Valley, partly cloudy skies and a little bit breezy here. Then in the Yakima Valley, also partly cloudy, highs in the mid to upper 80s, gusts between 15 to 20 miles per hour for the lower Columbia Basin, around 90, partly to mostly cloudy skies, these gusts between 20 to 25 miles per hour. Then for the foothills, mid 80s for the Morrow County foothills, mid to upper 80s for the foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, 70s and 80s for the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. And in Morrow and Umatilla counties, this is probably where we're going to see the most sunshine for today. And the gusts sort of coming out of a wide array of directions in the foothills, but in general between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Shower and thunderstorm chances come back into the picture for tonight, but especially for Wednesday and Thursday. I'll time out those chances with Futurecast, and also I'll show you temperatures. They go down and then they go back up for next week. I'll tell you how hot coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Talking sports now, Walla Walla High School is looking for a new boys basketball coach after Coach Adam Berg stepped down.
Berg joins the coaching staff now at Whitman College, joining the team as an assistant coach. So in 6 seasons as the Blue Devils head coach, the team never had a losing record. They also won in the first round of the state tournament in 2023.
So Berg will remain a teacher at Walla Walla while coaching at Whitman College.
She had an opportunity to join John LaManna at Whitman College. It's a Division III school. Adam's coached at the college level before at Walla Walla Community College, and it was an opportunity to get back to that level. I think he'd like down the road to possibly coach in college, so it was a good opportunity for him.
Now the new head coach position is being posted this week.
The Blue Devils are looking to replace Berg with someone with head coach experience or that has been an assistant at the varsity level. I'm sure they'll find someone great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably quick, too.
I'm sure. All right. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning, and giving you that beautiful live look from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky camera at Richland's Columbia Point, and the iconic paddle boat there docked at Howard Amen. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your full First Alert forecast.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single pop-up burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get 2.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Good news, you still get to eat. Join us August 7th, 8th, and 9th at Moxie City Park for the Moxie Hop Festival. 3 magical days of awesome food, local vendors, a legendary 21+ beer garden, live music, kids games, the Saturday pancake breakfast, fun run, and of course, the famous parade at 10 a.m. Bring your friends and family to celebrate community pride all weekend long. It's not just fun, it's Moxie magic at this year's Moxie Hop Festival. Visit evcea.org.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The record shows no driver at fault. However, we found footage which shows the other driver caused the wreck.
Nice job. What's the insurance company's offer?
You know it's too low. Should I ask them for more?
Thanks, Shelby. But you know when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitter, Attorney Mariano Morales.
Every heartbeat is a second chance. At Prosser Memorial Health, our cardiac rehabilitation program empowers your recovery with expert care and state-of-the-art TechnoGym smart equipment for safe, personalized fitness after a heart event. Whether you've had a heart attack, bypass surgery, valve repair, or heart failure, ask your provider for a referral. With tailored sessions over 12 weeks, supervised by medical professionals, we support your whole health, body, mind, and heart. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Hi, I'm Christine Connolly, local realtor with As You Wish Real Estate Team. We offer full concierge services. Our handyman contractors will take care of everything and you won't pay anything until closing. I'm a proud sponsor of Operation Best Friend. Remember, you only get one chance to make a first impression.
Feeling overwhelmed? It's time to shed your worries, literally. At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got the perfect shed to clear the clutter, create space, and bring peace to your life. Man cave, playhouse, done. Want something custom? We'll build it just the way you want it. And we deliver for free. Summer is here. Shed the mess, shed the stress. See dealer for special pricing. Visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds today in Kennewick or West Richland.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today's going to be a dry day, but that is not going to be the case for tonight, and especially as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. So let's time it out with Futurecast radar. This is 11 p.m. this evening. By 4 in the morning for tomorrow morning, rainfall in the Cascades, making it down into the valleys, and then by 8 in the morning, trying to make it down into the lower Columbia Basin. Lunchtime looks like most of this is still in the valleys and the Cascades. 4 p.m., the Cascades still catching the bulk of this, and then this is all going to start to fizzle out into the evening and overnight hours, but we could see a resurgence in some shower and thunderstorm chances for Thursday, which we'll touch on in just a second. The best chances of thunderstorms for tomorrow on Wednesday are going to be in the Cascades and in the valleys. Anytime we have lightning in the forecast around this time of the year, we, of course, check in on vegetation dryness. We're always concerned when we see lightning over critically or significantly dry fuels. Looks like it's just going to be an elevated level of dryness. And then the wind gusts picking back up for tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. So throughout the course of the day, gusts between 20 to 30 miles per hour. So similar to what we're going to have for today. Then for Thursday, you see the best thunderstorm chance is going to pivot over to the blues. 30 to 40% chances there, even better chances the further to the east you go. Also 30% chance of some thunderstorms in the Walla Walla Valley. For the rest of us, looks like it's mostly going to be rainfall. And again, lightning in the forecast. We check in on vegetation dryness, not seeing any reds, not seeing any magentas. So the lightning fire potential is not going to be zero, but it's not going to be nearly as high as what we were tracking for last week. In part, that's because of the cooler high temperatures, also because of some of the rainfall we could get from this storm system. Around a half an inch in the Cascades might not seem like a lot, but it is a lot for this time of the year. That's going to buy us a little bit of time, but unfortunately, we're going to dry things out for Friday and beyond. Also, we're going to heat things back up. So it looks like vegetation dryness probably going to go back up, and fire danger probably going to go back up next week as well. But hey, this is going to be nice. Wednesday and Thursday, low 80s in the Tri-Cities, a little bit of a fall feel, but then back up to around 100 by the time we get to Monday. Here is 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, feeling fall-like with low 80s and small shower chances Wednesday and Thursday. Then summer comes back with vengeance by the beginning of next week. In Yakima, nearly a 50-50 chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, drier Thursday, then dry and hotter will be the trend past that. In Ellensburg, the same thing as Yakima, unsettled and cooler through Thursday, then heating up and drying out for the weekend and next week. In Hermiston, little shower chances in low 80s Wednesday and Thursday, then back around 100 by Monday. Then for Walla Walla, cooler with a small shower chance on Wednesday, a better chance of a thunderstorm on Thursday. Then typical summer weather returns over the following days. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the rising stress of grocery bills. This mom from New Jersey, Kelly Lohr, is like many Americans, wanting to trim costs any way she can on that ever-growing grocery bill.
My husband and I have 4 daughters, so our grocery bill per month is over $1,500, and we are looking for some ways to cut the cost on that budget.
We recently connected her with Joni Deemer, one of the founders of the Crazy Coupon Lady.
There's still a lot of savings that we can find you.
First, grocery delivery services. Eliminating them will save the family $221 a month.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll share more specific ways to save on your next trip to the supermarket. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
About 1 in 5 people with fatty liver disease have NASH, which can lead to cirrhosis.
I thought I had fatty liver disease, but it's actually NASH, and it's scarring my liver.
Rezdiffra is the first and only treatment for NASH with moderate to advanced liver scarring without cirrhosis. It works directly in the liver to help reduce scarring and reduce NASH.
Before taking, tell your doctor about liver or gallbladder problems, or if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or plan to be. Serious side effects include liver injury, gallstones, gallbladder, pancreas inflammation. Stop taking and call your doctor about tiredness, nausea, vomiting, fever, rash, jaundice, stomach pain. Tell your doctor if taking gemfibrozil, cyclosporin, clopidogrel, or statins. Side effects include diarrhea, itching, dizziness, constipation.
I have a way forward.
Ask your liver specialist to test for scarring and ask about Rezdiffra.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines, where we're learning that visiting the United States could soon come with a heftier price tag. The State Department is launching a pilot program requiring some travelers entering the U.S. to pay a visa bond between $5,000 to $15,000. The 12-month program is an effort to prevent people from overstaying their visas. Travelers can recoup their money after leaving the U.S., and those countries that are part of the visa waiver program, like Canada and Mexico, will be exempt.
5:51 of your business headlines this morning. Boeing is dealing with another strike. 3,200 hourly machinists walked off their aerospace jobs in the St. Louis, Missouri area. It followed a vote by members of the International Association of Machinists to authorize a strike at 3 defense plants 1 hour into Monday. Now they're pushing for better wages and work schedules. Workers at the plants build military aircraft, including F-15 fighter jets.
In your health headlines, the reduction in demand for COVID vaccines is hitting Moderna. The company has seen its stock drop more than 20% this year, and it says it plans to cut 10% of its global workforce by the end of the year. That'll leave it with less than 5,000 employees, and the company's RSV vaccine is expected to get regulatory approval later this month, and that would be the first mRNA vaccine approved for something other than COVID.
Talking sports at 6:52, some fans of March Madness want to see the college basketball tournament for men and women expand its fields of teams. But those fans are crying foul. That's because a senior official with the NCAA basketball announced just yesterday expansion won't happen next year. The field will remain at 68 teams. Current format began in 2022. 6:53 now, the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. It is Election Day here in Washington. Ballots are due by 8 p.m. tonight for the primary election. In several counties, voter turnout has been low so far. 12% turnout in Benton County, 22% turnout in Franklin. Key races include city council seats in Kennewick, Richland, and Prosser, plus school board and tax propositions.
An investigation is underway in Oregon after multiple people were hurt in a stabbing on a Greyhound bus. This happened yesterday afternoon on I-84 near Boardman. 2 people were taken to nearby hospitals, and police say the altercation started between 2 passengers, but others were involved because of how close they were to the scene.
In Yakima, a local man is hoping someone comes forward after his electric scooter was stolen from his senior living facility. Mike Daly relies on his scooter for basic mobility. His family says a man who doesn't live there, they believe it's this man on your screen right here, walked into the building, found the scooter in a hallway, and then you see there, took off with it. They're asking anyone in the community to report anything they might know.
Back in the Tri-Cities, animal shelters continue to fight a pet overpopulation crisis. And this is even after setting an adoption record last month. And local groups say the region is still struggling to keep up with spay and neuter backlogs and a rise in backyard breeding.
And if you're headed to Richland's National Night Out event tonight, Ben Franklin Transit's offering free shuttle rides. Buses will run from Richland City Hall to Howard Amon Park every 15 minutes from 4:45 to 7:45. All right, 6:54, taking a look at what is trending this morning. It is not often the words "aw" and "alligator" are included in the same sentence. I feel like it's more like "ah" and "alligator."
Maybe that's what it meant to say.
But no, I guess there's an exception.
I know. You're so angry. You know what? I'll buckle you in.
Aw, that was so cute. He's buckling him in. So this Florida deputy rescued him.
After you yoked him out of the pool.
You know, first they're sour, then they're sweet. Oh. So, this Florida deputy rescued this alligator from a backyard pool in St. Augustine over the weekend. And while he put up a bit of a fight initially, hissing and trying to break free, the deputy was able to place him in the back seat of his patrol car and buckled him in.
And safety first, he was buckled again in the back seat. The deputy relocated the reptile to a nearby pond away from residents.
They hiss alligators?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But I've
you're
read,
kind of groaning, like,
I've read, don't quote me on this, but that like alligators fundamentally are sweet animals. Now, I would never want to test that out, but
I've seen them at a zoo. Like, they seem chill.
Chill?
Oh, yeah, so chill.
Yeah,
he's so chill.
Until they're not.
You just, leave them alone.
But again,
them.
if I'm in the water and if I see one coming towards me,
not chill.
Forget what I just said.
No one's chill. No one's sweet. No one's chill.
Yeah.
Chill weather, though. Chiller.
Chill for the next couple days, and
then he comes back with a vengeance.
Yeah, we throw it in reverse after that. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at, well, first, some of the gusts out there this morning. They're especially going to pick up after 8 a.m., but it's a little bit breezy this morning in the Kittitas Valley. You should be used to that, though, in the Kittitas Valley. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 40s up in the Cascades, 40s and 50s for the Blues. Your day planner forecast for today going to be into the 70s for lower elevations around lunchtime, and then 70s and 80s at the peak of daytime. Heating could be up around 90 degrees for the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Still about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Going to be even cooler as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. That's the shower and thunderstorm chances go up, but drier for, not just drier, but completely dry for Friday and beyond. That's when we're going to heat things back up around 100 to start off next week.
I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts.
That is a glass half full mindset.
There we go.
I like that.
All right, thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We'll be back tonight, of course, with your local news and weather at 5.
Have a great day.